Hey, sit. So as you can tell, he knows what's going on here. He acts the exact same way whether that's a real sleeve or not. Everyone see his creepy eyes? He's shaking.
That's why he likes
a
me
little
so
bit.
much.
So he can walk right up here. We can sit here and talk. You can say hi.
Hey,
You can
what's
shake your
happening?
hand.
How you doing?
You know, good guy. He's not gonna do anything.
But he wants to.
He really wants to. He'll eventually look at me.
Does he think that's the reward to do it?
You can go away, bad guy. So this would probably obviously hurt a lot worse. But this dog here, you see how he's pushing at him? That's what they're taught to do now. So if you were to stand up and not move at all, he's gonna push and push and push, and then he'll pull back a little bit and he'll push some more. So these dogs, can you see that there's absolutely no room? He cannot get that in any farther. He's actually breathing out of his nose right now. But he's taught, see how calm he is? Not growling, he's not angry. He's actually very calm and level-headed right now. His tail's wagging, he's having a good time. Out! Sit! Back away. Now you see how crushed that sleeve is? You think that hurt? He's breathing heavy, right? It is not easy.
Who, him or me?
They're both breathing heavy. It is not easy to deal with a 90-pound dog. You want one more? So now, this is a training purpose. He goes up in the air. Now he can take that sleeve off. Slips it right off. He's trying.
Maybe.
Now look what he does.
He's like, here.
Beautiful.
You want that back.
So he just wants to keep playing.
All right, go.
Los. F. F. Can you hear me? F. Good.
What are you saying? What was the
So-
first thing you said?
He knows English and he knows Flemish. So he actually understands two different languages. I don't know all the words in Flemish. You want one more?
Whatever you want to do.
Heel.
I think give him a little run at it.
Heel. You're gonna wrap yourself up in that. Heel. Anyone know anything about mouse that they like to spin in circles all the way back to you? You want to run away from him?
I can do that.
He's winded. He's sweating. Do you really want to run?
Do we have to run?
At least it's not a very long run.
Sit. Get him. You getting tired of that, Brett? See, in real life, we would come in here, I would grab his other hand, and he would be placed in handcuffs. All while this is going on.
You would place him in handcuffs while the dog is
The
still
one
has him?
hand, the one hand. So we have control of at least half of it. So you walk up, grab the dog. Out. Good. So now you can take that off.
Toss it.
That's the point.
So people bring that. Put your arm in there. He's a very, very, very friendly dog. Now, if we were to see me on the street and you were gonna come up and try and pet him, I would tell you to stay back. You always wanna ask. Some of these dogs are not friendly. Some of them are. He is a very, very friendly dog.
Working dog.
Most of the time. If there is something in his mouth,
Yeah.
we're good. If he were to enter a room and drop this, it means he's in a different world right now and he has something else on his mind and not playing.
I agree.
What's tied around his head on the top? What are the two strings I'm seeing? Yeah.
So he has a big flat collar, we call it a chain or a 3 mil. So one of the things that happened in St. Paul, one of their collars broke. So when we deploy, they get hooked together. One breaks, the other one works. This is an e-collar. What is the e-collar for? Sounds bad, right? Who has an e-collar for their own dog? Not very many people do, and most people who do use them incorrectly. This e-collar is conditioned that he understands it, and he knows how to turn it off, and he knows it's not a bad thing. So most people, when they have an e-collar on their dog, they're like, you did that wrong, and they'll just start basically lighting them up. That's not how this works at all. This very rarely ever gets used. This is basically in case both of these fail or break, this is the extra. You can get him to come back. And he knows that when he comes back, there's a toy waiting for him. So he doesn't perceive it as bad. You get a lot of dogs that they get an e-collar shot and they will run away from you and never come back. So he gets, it goes to 20, it's set at 1. That's how well he understands it. He understands what a 1 is, and he understands that after it stops, he's gonna get a toy. Right. What?
What kind of toys do you get? Like a
Uh,
water thing, a squeaky stuffed animal?
He has, there's a big yellow ball up there, there's
Yeah.
a chuck it ball, there's a pillow. He does not get tennis balls because they last about 3 seconds and they are destroyed, even the really nice ones. All sorts of stuff. Whatever we can find that he enjoys. You know, to keep him guessing, we have a variety of toys that are magnets, so they can sit right here. What? I don't have one over here. So we can take his toy, and we condition him to stare at you with a toy. Eventually the toy goes away. You see how he's looking at me? He's conditioned that if he stares at me, yes, he gets his toy back. It's just something that they learn.
Here's a God forbid scenario, say something, you're out and something happens to you that you're incapable to handle the dog. How does he take another person trying to?
There's usually a toy in my pocket. If something were to happen to me,
Yeah.
everyone who works in this county has been trained to remove him off of an apprehension. Loss. And they can grab the leash, and they know where my car is, put him back in the car, and he's gonna go again. Now, until that really happens, we don't know what he will really do. That's why there's a toy in my pocket and they give it to him. Whether or not he's gonna take it, or you go back to the car and you grab this, and you put it on your arm and you drag him back to the car with it.
I mean, would he leave your side?
What?
Would he want to even leave your side?
We don't know. We'll never know, hopefully.